Hello, Network to Code community. My name is Tim Fayola. I'm your developer advocate here at Network to Code. Today, we're going to be talking about the Nautobot version control app. Specifically, this video is going to deal with managing pull requests with the version control app in Nautobot. This video is the fourth video in a series of introductory videos that are intended to introduce the version control app to the Nautobot community. This is the agenda we'll be following. We'll talk about what a pull request is. We'll then discuss how to create a pull request and review a pull request. We'll focus on the four pull request main page tabs: diffs, conflicts, reviews, and commits. Those are the four tabs. Finally, we'll wrap it up with merging a pull request. That is to say, we'll talk about how you actually move proposed changes into production. So what is a pull request? In simple terms, a pull request is a mechanism to notify other members of your team that proposed changes for production data are complete. Now, when those changes are complete, they are submitted in what is called a pull request. To create a pull request after your changes are complete, navigate to version control and then pull requests to get to the pull request list view. From here, you can either add a new pull request, or you can view existing pull requests. Now, as a quick shortcut, you can go to version control and pull requests, and then simply click on the plus button right next to the pull requests item. Once you've clicked the add button to create a new pull request, you'll be taken to the simple form to create the new pull request. The source branch will auto-populate to the current active branch, but any branch can be selected from the dropdown. This source branch is the branch with the proposed changes. The destination branch will auto-populate to main, which is the production branch, but also the destination branch can be selected from the drop-down menu for the destination branch section. You can also fill in any information you would like for a description of the pull request. Once you've filled in that information, click the Create button. After the pull request is created, the main page for the pull request will appear. More information about this page will follow in the Reviewing the Pull Request section. Now that you've created a pull request, someone else will need to access that pull request so they can review it and then possibly approve it. A reviewer or approver can access a pull request by going into Nautobot and navigating to the version control and then pull requests item. This will take you to the main page for the list of open pull requests. Find the pull request you're interested in and then note the source branch for that pull request. In order to effectively review and then approve a pull request, the reviewer will need to change the active branch in Nautobot to that of the pull request's source branch. This allows the reviewer to modify the pull request if they need to. To change the active branch, navigate to version control and then branches. Then click on the Activate button for the desired branch you are interested in. Once the reviewer has changed the active branch to that of the pull request they're interested in, they need to return back to the pull request screen and then click on the desired pull request. This will take the reviewer to the main page for the pull request. There will be four main tabs: diffs, which is shown by default, conflicts, reviews, and commits. And we're going to cover each one of these tabs in detail in the following sections. First up, the diffs tab. The diffs tab is shown by default on the pull request main screen. There are a couple main parts, so I have broken this up into a couple different slides. The top part of the diffs tab contains a panel on the left with metadata about the pull request. The panel on the right has a diffs summary showing the number and types of changes of adds, changes, and deletes in green, orange, and red respectively. The diff summary is also broken up into several different categories. Further down on the diffs tab lie the specific diffs, reflecting each change from the starting branch. Clicking on a diff type badge for a given change will take you to that diff's details. And we're going to talk about that in the next slide. So as an example, if you find a certain device diff and click on the diff type badge for that diff, in this example, there's a diff type of changed. And if you click on that diff type, you'll be taken to the actual change. In this example here, the status of Atlanta Leaf 8 has been changed from active to decommissioning. Now we'll talk about the conflicts tab. Should a conflict arise when a pull request is created, you'll see an indication on the conflicts tab on the pull request main screen. Now let's talk about conflicts. The version control app will prevent a pull request from being merged if merging it will create what is called a conflict. Each branch that is created from the main branch typically attempts to merge back after a certain amount of commits. Occasionally, an object in the main branch will be modified after a particular branch has been created. When this happens, a conflict arises, and a simple example will follow. Let's look at this simple example. For instance, let's say that a main branch has an object called AMS Leaf 01. Now we'll create a branch and modify AMS Leaf 01, changing it from blue to orange in this example. While that's going on, AMS Leaf 1 changed in the main branch from blue to gray. So when this happens, when we try to merge our branch back into the main branch, our branch detects a conflict, meaning, look, we meant to change from AMS Leaf 01 from blue to orange, but now we see that it's gray. This is a conflict. Conflicts can often be mitigated by what's called catching up your branch. Essentially, this means you're merging your main branch back into the branch with your proposed changes. To do this, navigate to version control and then branches, and then find the branch you're interested in, make sure it's active, and then click the Catch Up button. You may have to redo some of your proposed changes after your branch has been caught up. Talking about how to resolve conflicts comprehensively is beyond the scope of this presentation. However, if your catch-up process does not resolve the conflicts, the user will have to probably get more involved by manually resolving the conflicts in your pull request or modifying the destination branch, which is often your main branch. Next up, the Commits tab. The Commits tab has a list view of all the commits made to the pull requests branch. Now, as a reminder, a commit is an action that saves your changes on a branch. Clicking on a given commit will take you to the diffs for that commit. And then clicking on the badge for a given diff type will take you to the actual change for that diff. Commits can be reverted during a pull request review. At any point, including during the pull request review, a user can revert or undo a commit individually or en masse. You do this by selecting the commit or multiple commits you're interested in undoing and then clicking the revert button. Now, once you click on the button to revert the commits, you'll be taken to a page that will ask you to confirm that you want to undo the specific commits. Once you've reverted a commit or a group of commits, that action in itself will create yet another commit on your branch. Essentially, reverting these commits is undoing these changes that you've made in your branch. Now let's talk about the Reviews tab. In the version control app, a review is a discrete piece of feedback on the pull request. A review can include summary comments, but it must include a state. The possible states are commented, which is just offering a comment, approving, which moves the pull request to an approved status, or blocked, which moves the PR to a blocked state. and signals that something must be fixed before the pull request can move forward. The Reviews tab will track the conversation around the pull request so that other reviewers and approvers and other people in general can come to the pull request review section and see the general conversation around the pull request prior to offering any other suggestions. Now let's talk about merging a pull request. Once the PR has moved to an approved state, a blue merge button will appear in the top right corner of the review screen. Clicking on that merge button will take the user to a final screen that contains all the diffs in the pull request. This is your final chance to review all the changes prior to moving them into production. Now, there's two methods you can use to move the changes into production. There's a merge, which will preserve each individual commit when the branch is merged. This will keep granularity in your record. A squash merge, on the other hand, will take all the possibly multiple commits in your branch, squash them together, and make them look like one single commit instead of a series of commits. This will reduce clutter in your history. So which one you select is really up to you and your organization's needs. You can do a merge, which will keep granularity, or a squash merge, which will reduce clutter in your history. Now, once the branch is merged, the pull request will move to a merged state. The diffs from your branch are now part of the main branch and in production. The diffs merged into the main branch will still be accessible via the pull request for historical record. So if you go back and access the pull request after it's been merged, you can see the specific diffs that were in that pull request that were eventually merged into the main branch. This can be very useful for record keeping and accountability. And this now concludes this presentation on managing pull requests with Nautobot's version control app. Thank you for your time and have a great day.